There's two different versions, quote unquote. One of the versions is the homunculus, which is a more of a, I call it a blood and bones, meat and bones talisman. And a talisman holds power. A talisman gives you magical abilities. It has magical abilities. An amulet can house a spirit or a demon or an entity, whatever, right? So there's a few different things when it comes to the lore and magic, but a AI would be more of a golem, which is from Jewish folklore, which is a more of a cybernetic AI type of thing. It's created from clay or the dirt or mud according to the lore, and it only does whatever it's programmed to do. So an AI would fall in that. But you have the story of Frankenstein. This is what inspired the story of Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster, where the monster goes out of control and destroys everybody and that's the typical the AI is going to take over. Well, that comes from the Golem lore, where the Golem, Judai Rabbi Lo, in the 16th century, under the rule of Rudolph II, allegedly he was anti-Semitic and he was going into the ghettos and unaliving people there. And the lore goes that this rabbi created this golem, this entity out of the clay from there, right? Because the lore goes that in Prague, the soil has the prima materia that aids in the creation of the Philosopher's Stone, but that's a whole other episode. And the story goes that he created this golem to protect the people in the ghetto. But he would write, and I always forget the name, but it's like a met, and then you erase one of the letters and it forms met, which means death. One means life, the other means death, and I could be getting it mixed up.
Right.
But one of the nights he forgets to erase one of the letters for it to go to sleep. So it's like the eternal, right? The phoenix. It needs to be born and it unalives itself every single day. It's reborn every single day. So it kind of has that connotation to it. And long story short, he forgets to erase one of the letters one night, and the golem gets bigger. And some story, because there's different versions of it. In some stories, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it goes on a rampage and destroys everybody. It starts annihilating everybody until finally the rabbi is able to erase it, and it falls asleep back again, or it turns itself off. In some stories, the golem crushes the rabbi, and it's like this, right, ending, this tragic ending. In others, it doesn't. So there's different versions of it. But the point of that story is to show the power of creation.